Hi, do you like to make your own cards? Well, keep watching because I'm going to show you how to make this super cute layered happy birthday number 6 card. I'm Sarah and this is Extraordinary Chaos. I am the designer behind this channel, and today we have got a brand new alphabet and number set designed by myself and put together by my amazing assistant Alicia, and we have created this incredible alphabet and number set for you. So this is the happy birthday set. It's a top layer, a single layered file, and there's a full alphabet, number set and ampersand, so perfect for scrapbooking, cards, banners, cake toppers, you name it, you can use it for it. But what I wanted to do today was make this really cute cartoon, it's almost cartoon themed, isn't it, birthday card, and it was really easy to make. All you need is an envelope. What we're going to do now is we're going to pop over to Cricut Design Space so we can create the card. But before we do, I'll tell you what I've used the material. So you can get the full alphabet and number set over on Extraordinary Chaos from the shop, and I will drop the link below for that. And then I have used black glitter card for the outside layer of the card. I wanted to create almost like a Jellycat themed, cartoon themed card, and that's why I use my black for my outer layer, and then I use 2 shades of pink for my cake so that I've got my icing and my balloons, and you could use any colours for that. And then I've used a white card for the back and a glitter card for the back of the number, just to give it a bit of an effect. But I really do love the cartoony feel, how this is all matte and this is more shiny. You also need, if you've got any acrylic paint pens, so I use the Printable. This is the white. I use this more than anything to put some polka dots on. I've used sticky pads, and then I've used my glue pot. So this is just a glue pot from Amazon. I'll put a link to these down at the bottom. So this actually is one of the glue spreaders, but I use it as a pin. This all came in this same kit. This has lasted ages doing that. And the glue I use is Cosmic Shimmer acrylic glue, and I love that because it slides about a bit before it sets, so it just gives you a bit of flexibility. So we'll nip over to Cricut Design Space now and let's get designing. Start by uploading your chosen alphabet, letter or number. I've also uploaded the elements, so you've got a cake, bunting or balloons. These are available in my shop for £1. I will drop the link below. Click on your alphabet letter and you want to create an offset. You want to create quite a big offset, and I'll show you why in a sec. So move your letter out the way, click on your offset and go down to the contour tool and remove all contours. This is going to be the start of your base of your card. And then you're going to duplicate that. So click on the number and then duplicate in the top right hand corner. Then go to the top to flip and flip it horizontally. And now you're going to put them back to back. You're going to go to the top to the arrange tool. The align, and you're going to align them at the bottom so that they're both in exactly the same place. Then go into your free shapes bar and just grab a square, close that up, and you're going to drag it over the center of your 2 letters, unlock it and drag it down. And what you're going to do is you're going to create a join, and this is the join for your card. Once you're happy with that, select all and weld, and there you've got already the start of your card base. So pop your number in to make sure it fits, and then you're going to duplicate it and put one to one side to be the top. And now we're going to start removing contours. So hit the contour tool in the bottom right hand corner. I'll just move those out of the way. And I'm going to start on this layer by removing 2 of the balloons, the icing on the cake and the band around the middle, plus every other part of the candle. And now colour it. The colour that I want my icing to be, I want the icing to be lighter. So I'm going to duplicate that and then pop that behind my top layer. So the top layer of my cake is going to be black, as I discussed. And then I'm going to just use the sidebar to arrange the layers so that you can see how it's building up. Then we're going to go back into the contour on our duplicated layer and remove the last elements of the balloons and the cake. Then I'm going to duplicate that layer, pop that up behind my letter. I keep saying letter, it's a number, obviously. And then I'm going to colour it again so that we've got a contrast so that I can see what I'm cutting. And now we've got the final duplicated layer, and I'm going to remove all the contours in this, but I don't want to lose the middle. So I'm going to make sure that I click that back. I've done that the wrong way round, so go back in and arrange that. And I'm going to pop that to the back, and that is going to be my white glitter layer. Now, if you've downloaded my optional elements, then you can now add the flags, the bunting. You can add whatever you want. So I'm going to add some bunting flags, and I'm going to just colour them the same colours as my pink layers, and I'm going to drape them across. So what we're going to do after is put some polka dots on them to just make them stand out a bit. But what our card needs is a flat base. So what I'm going to do is I've just grabbed an oblong. I'm going to unlock it or drag it and just position it underneath to make sure it doesn't affect the number. Then drag the number away and go back and slice it out of the bottom of your card, and that's going to create a flat base. If you haven't got enough space here, then all you do is make another offset and make this offset a bit bigger. That doesn't matter. But that is a really easy way to make a card. You just need to find an envelope for the right size to fit and cut it out, and you can make it as personalised as you want. So I'm going to send that now to cut. And I'm using glitter card for my top black layer and my back white layer, white card for the card layer, and pink cardstock for the others. And here we are. The card is all cut out. And the reason that I've gone for these colours, I wanted to go for a cute cartoony style cake. And that's why I've gone for the black outline with the pink colours underneath and then some white glitter underneath. These are quite fine. You can put an offset on it to make them a bit thicker. But I've decided to go for that today. And then you've got your card back. What we're going to do with the card back first is, I know that some people might be sat there nodding their heads saying, why didn't I use the scoring tool? But I just think it's a faff when you can just do that. So you can score it and put a scoring line in with your scoring tool. Do that with your ruler and squash it down. What I should have done is done it on the inside and then turned it over. But anyway, because we've taken that bottom off, you can stand it up, which is what you obviously want with a card. I'm going to work with glue and some sticky pads to raise it up, purely because these are quite fine. So I think there's going to be a bit of a faff with sticky pads, but then I want it raised up on here. So we are going to work backwards as I always do. And I am so pleased with how that worked out. I knew what I wanted in my mind, like the cartoony effect. We've actually got a printable alphabet in this as well. So I'll drop that link. What I've done is I've put sticky pads onto the back of the back pink layer, but the rest I'm going to build with glue. And that's so it's got a bit of a depth, but the fine detail, which is hard to put sticky pads on, will fit together better. I'm using an acrylic pen just to put the yellow on the candle. And then I'm going to go through and put some spots onto my balloons and just write a little message on the back, just made by me. I write that on all my cards. Or you could make a little sticker if you were selling them, and that would look really good too. And now with sticky pads, I'm going to attach my number 6 to my card. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just add my little bunting flags. So these are optional, and I did add some polka dots to those after as well, which looked really great. And there you go, a really easy to make card. And I love how easy they are, because you could make any letter or number into a card. You can make anything into a card, can't you? It's just about knowing how to do it in Design Space and cutting it all out. Super easy. If you are new to Cricut, then do go and check out our Cricut for Beginner series. I've got lots of hints and tips in there, how to design your very own alphabet and number sets. And again, I know I say this all the time that everything's easy, but it is easy when you know how. I am no amazing Cricut wizard. I'm scrappy. I go in Design Space and I practice until I work out and get my head around something. And I've been doing that for over 8 years, and anybody can do it. It isn't a dark art. So do come over to Cricut for Beginners, where I am teaching you everything I know so that you can be your own designer and create your own unique creations. So thanks so much for watching. I'll pop the link from the alphabet below, and I will see you next week for our next alphabet, which is going to be a camping alphabet. And it's going to be amazing because it's going to be a simple, very plain camping alphabet. And I'm going to show you next week how to make it into a nighttime and a daytime letter so that you can use it for multiple themes. Okay, so thank you for watching and happy crafting.